Hello, welcome to your favorite bookish podcast, Fully Booked and Caffeinated. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Heather.
And today we have our monthly bonus episode, Bookish Banter, where we discuss the other books we've been reading this past month and whether we recommend them, and also our other favorite pop culture obsessions. This is March's recap. So we're getting closer and closer to spring. Finally. And that's about it. Nothing else to look forward to
whatsoever.
Let's talk about what we're drinking. What are you drinking, Heather?
Right now I just have I'm hydrating with water and such. But this morning I've been on a Dunkin' latte kick. I've straying away from the coffee because the coffee just has not been great. So I've been getting an iced caramel latte with oat milk.
Okay. Yum.
And they've been pretty good.
Good. I like that.
So that's where I'm at.
I had to bring my car in for service today. So on the way home, I didn't bring a coffee because I was only supposed to be there for like 30 minutes. But I was there for 2 hours, over 2 hours.
I feel like you should know that you're never going to be at the mechanics for less than 30 minutes.
Listen, I know it's my poor planning and poor time management, but it's because I had too many things to do, okay? So I couldn't plan for more than 45 minutes. So I got myself a nice Starbucks on the way home, and I got an iced blonde latte with brown sugar syrup, and it was delicious. And oat milk, obviously.
Yummy.
Yeah. So there we go with our basic. Out of all of our recent episodes, we've had like fun coffees.
I know. We're back to just the basic shit now.
This weekend, I will go and support a small business and get a coffee.
Right? Same.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. So March reads. I actually have a lot somehow. I don't know how.
Overachiever.
I know. Well, I'm a Virgo after all. Okay. So first, almost all these are audiobooks, but first I listened to You Weren't Meant to Be Human by Andrew Joseph White. This is the darkest book I've read in a while.
Really?
There's so many trigger warnings. I couldn't even begin to list them. It's especially dark in our current political and social climate, considering it's about a trans man who gets pregnant and is forced to carry his child to term.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes. It's actually very horrific, and there's a lot of sexual violence and physical violence in it. So yeah, it fucked me up a little bit. But if you like super dark shit, it was really well done, and I did rate it a 4.
Oh, okay.
For traumatizing me. Okay, and then next I listened to An Evil Premise by T. Marie Vandelli. Now this is complete flip side because this book was very fun. We have an unreliable narrator, a haunted manuscript, and some family drama. I am not even going to say anything about the book because I think you should go into this one blind. I've been wanting to read it for a while because I loved theme music by this author. I was going
to say that name sounded familiar. I feel like I had remembered you reading something, and I do remember you loved that book.
Yes, and I talk about it all the time because I think it's criminally underrated. This one was not as good as that, but she writes an unreliable narrator so well. So I still liked it. And then I had 2 arcs this month from NetGalley. And the first one was Slasher Summer by E.L. Chen. So this one actually comes out June 23rd. I absolutely loved this. It was so much fun. It had a lot of horror references. And there was also this parallel storyline of like a horror movie that they're talking about in the book. It's the same as they do with like the Scream sequels.
Okay.
How they're like talking about the Stab movie in Scream. So it was very meta, and the characters were good. There was like diversity. There was fun kills. It was just such a good summer slasher, which is why it's called Slasher Summer. They set me up for that, but it was great. And the other arc was Not Your Final Girl by Michaela Randolph. This one comes out May 5th. And unfortunately, I read this directly after Slasher Summer. So I'm sure it affected my rating because it was similar. Like it was a summer camp vibe slasher with
Mm-hmm.
this like group of 20 somethings, but it was just not as good. And like there were multiple POVs. There was this past incident that everyone is trying to cover up and like not
Mm-hmm.
talk about and blah blah. So the elements are there for a slasher, you know, but the dialogue was like very unnatural. I was like, this is not how 20-year-olds talk to each other, and the characters weren't likable. So it was fine, but
Yeah.
like there are so many books like this, I wouldn't pick this one to recommend. So sorry, Michaela. And then I listened to Earthlings by Sayaka Murata. This was weird and trippy, and I still feel confused about it, and I can't explain the plot because I don't know what it was. I don't know if there was a plot. But the ending was strangely satisfying, and basically, if this comes up on your book talk, then you're the intended audience.
Understood.
So, like, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but if it comes up, that's the type of books that you're reading. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm glad I read it, but I wouldn't tell anyone else to read it, if that makes any sense. Anywho. Okay, and then I had 2 5-star reads, which is so exciting. One of them was technically February, but it was after we recorded, so alas, it is March now. And it was Tradwife by Saratoga Schaefer. And this is one of my most anticipated reads of 2026, which is so exciting. You know that I'll read anything on Tradwife culture. And then when they mix that with horror,
it's dream come true.
It's just right up my alley. And so this is about a woman who wants to be a Tradwife influencer, but she's having trouble getting pregnant. And as we know, a woman's worth in life and on the internet is directly connected to their ability to reproduce.
Yes.
So that's a problem. But luckily, she makes a deal with an angel. She calls it an angel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. And she gets the baby that she wanted. So as expected with any Tradwife story, there's a horribly shitty husband. But it's also just so weird and fun and entertaining. And this is a specific brand of horror. And I know not everyone will like it because one of our friends read it after I recommended it and she hated it. So here we are. And then my other 5-star read was Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this one was also so much fun. It's this post-apocalyptic world where survivors of a coordinated world collapse are brought underground to compete for survival while being broadcast online in a reality survival game show type way. But the unique thing is that it's all structured like a video game. So there's like XP points and weapons you collect and levels to climb. It's all very cool. And I was unsure about the video game element. I thought that it would like pull me out of it, but it was really well done and it was funny and the characters are good. It's like surprisingly easy to follow, even though there's so much going on.
That's good.
Yeah. And so now I unfortunately am committing to reading all 8 books in the series. And they are thick.
Mm-hmm.
These are like Sarah J. Maas books. They just keep getting thicker. So this is not the last you'll hear about me and Matt Dinniman. Tell me about your reads from this past month. Did you have as good of a month as I did?
It was an okay month. I had 3 books because, which I'll get to it, but my focus became strictly on television this month.
Okay.
So my reading kind of fell off a little bit. But I started with the romance line by Lauren Blakely, which is a second in the series that I'm reading by her hockey line series. And I gave it 4 stars. It was decent. You know, it was
4 stars means you hated it, Heather.
No, I liked it. It was PR girl trying to make angsty hockey boy like look good in public.
Okay. And in private.
Yes, but they're not supposed to like be together because there's like this unspoken rule that you shouldn't date the players, which obviously date
you
breaking.
can't be representing hot hockey players if you're not going to date them.
I know. But it was pretty good. I listened to The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood. So this is a book where a young girl dies by like choking on like a shitty hamburger, like a McDonald's type hamburger. And so she's in like the afterlife like waiting room, and she very briefly, and she's also like never very much like a loner, very much like the character Rachel Lee Cook's character, and like She's All That.
Okay.
Doesn't really talk to anybody. Is very
Wears
much keeps
glasses,
to herself,
which is very alienating.
Yeah, kind of. And so she briefly meets this really good looking dude in the afterlife waiting room, and then she like realizes that like they're soulmates. But then he gets brought back to life because he was getting a root canal and he wasn't supposed to die yet. They were able to bring him back to life. So whatever. So then she meets the woman who runs this specific part of the afterlife. She's like, all right, I'm going to send you back to Earth. You have to get Jonah to kiss you within 15 days. And if he does, then you get to live. If not, you have to come back to the afterlife. So I was like, okay, this is going to be fun. And then I got really like annoyed with it, and I didn't like where it was going. And then I could tell what was supposed to happen pretty early on, but it was taking forever to get there. And I almost gave up on it, but I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't, because then when I finally got to like the romance part of it, I was very pleased with it. But the build up to get there wasn't. This is my first time reading her books. She's like a British author, and very humor. There was like a lot of humor in there.
Okay.
So it was like very quirky, very, 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 very much a quirky love story.
Okay.
But I'm glad I stuck through it. But I only got 3.5 because it took me a minute to get into it. But my 5-star read of the month, which I think is also going to be, I know it's only March, but I'm 98% sure it's going to be my top read of 2026. And I've been hearing so much about this book for the past couple years. I bought it forever ago. I finally read it, which is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, who is very quickly becoming like one of my favorite authors.
I love that.
I love The Dead Romantics. Loved this one. I'm going to buy her other ones. She has a new one coming out this year. So I'm very much looking forward to her writing, because she's also like she does magical realism really well. Okay. In the romance side. So this is a fun one where there's this specific apartment that every once in a while when you go, it brings you 7 years in the past or 7 years ahead, depending on who you are in the book.
God, that's terrifying.
Yes. So the female main character, when she comes back to her apartment, there's obviously a male there, but he's 7 years in the past and she's in the now. And so it's basically, she doesn't know if he's going to be there when she comes back. It's kind of like hit or miss, but it was just really, really good. Like really, really good. Very well written. And I understand why this was like hyped up so much by a lot of people.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it.
So I definitely recommend it. I think you would like it because it's not like ooey gooey romance.
Yeah, and I really liked Dead Romantics. So yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my reads.
Okay.
I'm almost done with a book right now, but obviously I'll finish it after and I'll talk about it next month. But
okay. Okay, so how about upcoming releases? Is there anything from April that you are looking forward to?
I saw a lot of books with pretty covers that I have never heard of, or the authors. And I did say that TJ Klune has a new book coming out. But for me, the only one that really I would be anticipating is the next book in the Kings of Sin series by Anna Huang. So it's The King of Gluttony. And that comes out like the end of April.
Okay.
But that was really it. But I saw a lot of pretty covers.
Yeah, so did I. And I was like, why have I never heard of any of these authors?
I know. And I did clock.
They're probably all debut novels.
I know. And I did clock a couple watercolor novels. Remember I told you that seems to be like the new fad
trend right now?
I did see a couple with watercolors. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I saw the We Burned So Bright by TJ Klune. which I'm excited about because it's a standalone. And that's why I haven't read some of his other ones, because they're like part of
a series.
Yeah, part of a
Kind of.
series. Yeah. Especially his YA. He has like a YA series. But then there's 2 horror books that I was looking forward to. The Caretaker by Marcus Cleaver. He wrote We Used to Live Here, which I read.
I still want to read that.
Yeah, I think I read it 2 years ago, and they're making it into a something movie. TV. I don't know. But yeah, so his new one's coming out, and then Kylie Lee Baker has Japanese Gothic coming out. She wrote Bat Eater and Other Names for Corazang, which I just read recently, and I really liked. And she's like, everyone was obsessed with that book because it had such a big like social commentary and all this stuff. So this is like a really anticipated release because this is only her second one. So I'm excited to read it once it comes out. So not too many, but good ones.
Yeah. I think May's going to have a lot. I think May, June, and July are probably, because with summer reads, I think that's going to be like a heavy.
Yeah, it's always like the end of the quarter, I feel like. Because like March had a ton.
Yeah.
And then like April gets a little break. And then probably like end of May, beginning of June, we'll see a lot. All right. And then obviously for us right now recording this, it's too early for book of the month to talk about our picks. But speaking of new releases, I think I might try Aardvark Book Club.
I've seen that.
Yeah, so I've been seeing it more and more lately. It's slightly more expensive. So it's $18 a month, and then it's $10 for each individual book that you add on. But the selection is much better from the past few months where I've looked. Like they have a lot more horror books. They have more thrillers. And I've just been so disappointed with the book of the month options. Too. So I feel like I might try it, or maybe even I'll ask for like a little gift of like a 3-month gift pack or something from my mom, because she always gets me the book of the month.
Yeah.
And so I could try it out, because a lot of people rave about it.
Yeah, I've seen that one show up a lot on like Bookstagram.
I think it's like the one that most closely compares price-wise, because then I've seen other ones that are like so much more.
Yeah. And don't you get like little goodies too?
Yeah, you get like bookmarks, and there's like reading postcards and stuff. And
yeah, I think you get a little bit more than you get with Book of the Month. Yeah,
and they do the same type of things. Like around your birthday, you get, I don't know if you get a free book, but you get like some stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I'm going to check it out, because the past few months they've had like so many horror books. Like even they had like Tradwife in there. They had like all these other books that Book of the Month doesn't even offer. And obviously I don't know the politics behind all of that. I'm sure there's a lot, but
yeah, I know.
It's another thing for another day. Okay, so today we have a lot of book news, but before we get into it, let's take an ad break. If you're a listener of the pod, you know that Heather and I are booked and busy. We're always looking for ways to make our life easier and to boost our energy and focus, which is why we've got a company for you to check out called Strong Coffee Company. Their instant coffee and latte options not only provide a quick route to your delicious morning coffee, their blends are also infused with 15 grams of grass-fed protein, 5 grams of MCTs, 250 milligrams of adaptogens such as ashwagandha and theanine. If you're like, what the heck does all that mean? It means you'll be getting much better sleep, more mental clarity, and no jitters or crashes. Better sleep means more productivity and more energy to do things you love, like read and listen to this podcast. So if you're committed to being your best, healthiest self without giving up your daily cup of coffee, check out Strong Coffee Company. We've got an exclusive discount for you only for listeners of our show. Head to strongcoffeecompany.com and use promo code CAFPOD to get 20% off any product. This is the highest discount Strong Coffee offers, so make sure to use this code ASAP and let us know what you think. Again, that's strongcoffeecompany.com and use promo code CAFPOD.
Here at Fully Booked and Caffeinated, Kelsey and I love a good strong coffee. But sometimes you just need a coffee to take the edge off and not keep you up all night, or maybe you're cutting back on your caffeine intake without sacrificing the flavor. Well, that's where Savorista Coffee comes in. Savorista Coffee offers premium craft decaf and half-calf blends that are small batch roasted for exceptional taste, with ethically sourced beans, natural decaffeination, and bold flavors, such as the Colombian Inspiration Decaf with chocolate, caramel, citrus, and fruit notes. Or the Barely Buzzed Half Calf with dark chocolate, toasted marshmallows, and walnuts, which is directly going into my shopping cart. Our listeners can enjoy an exclusive discount of 25% off any product with our promo code CAFPOD. So head on over to Savorista.com and be sure to put in that promo code during checkout. Again, that's Savorista, SAVORISTA.com, promo code CAFPOD to try out what customers rave to be the best decaf coffee they've ever tried.
And we're back. Okay, Heather, why don't you start us off because you've got a little book news for us this month.
So full disclaimer, we just rearranged our entire April schedule because originally we were going to cover Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, which was the first time reading her, obviously for you. Mm-hmm. But I've had a few of her books, have not read anything yet. So I was like, all right, let me give her a shot. And come to find out that she's been facing significant backlash from readers because of her decision to rehire narrator Zachary Weber for her audiobook, The Night We Met, which I believe just came out this month of March, following his previous anti-Semitic social media remarks.
And it has to have been bad for them to actually say it's anti-Semitic because,
Yeah. So we are no longer going to cover that because I don't feel comfy with that. And after discussing it with you, you are in agreement with that.
100%.
So maybe down the line, but probably not because I wasn't even enjoying the book, to be honest. So I just don't think she's for me.
We'll do our review right now. We didn't like it.
I didn't even finish it. I didn't even like it.
It wasn't good. Also, to be really clear, we don't support anti-Semitism.
No, and that's why I was like, I don't feel comfy doing an episode so close to, even in general, but just doing an episode so close to this being an issue right now. So, Zachary Weber was involved in a September 2024 controversy where he made social media comments targeting Zionists.
Okay.
And then Jimenez originally indicated she would use a different narrator for her new book, but later announced in her private Facebook group that she was bringing back Weber, stating that after a day of recording with another narrator, she believed only Weber could capture the tone and personality of the character.
Okay.
Obviously, following the announcement, Jewish readers expressed concern, leading to backlash in her private Facebook group. Reports state that Jimenez removed comments criticizing the decision and kicked out users, citing group rules against political or negative conversations and stating she needed to protect her mental health.
Sounds like you need to protect your image, not your mental health.
I was just going to say, I call bullshit on that one. So the incident is described as a flashpoint in the romance publishing world regarding the treatment of Jewish voices and the handling of political discourse within fan communities.
Okay, this is actually something I really want to look into because I didn't know that the Jewish community, had an issue within the romance space, but also because there is this weird thing, I just talked about it when I was talking about Scream, the new Scream, and how they fired Melissa Barrera because she was making anti-Israel comments. She was saying that they're committing genocide and genocide is fucking wrong. And people were like, oh my God, you're anti-Semitic. And it's no, she's against genocide, not against Jews. Yeah. So there is this weird thing of if you criticize Israel, then you hate Jews. And that's just not the truth. So I want to know what the kind of line is there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So moving forward, I don't think I'm going to read her books just because, I didn't even like this one anyways. So I don't know that she's the kind of romance author for me anyways. And
I think the biggest thing is how she responded to it because now you're deleting people's comments and you're only announcing it in your private group and stuff.
And again, we've said this so many times, reading is political. So if you're going to choose to rehire someone that is kind of a piece of shit, then you shouldn't be surprised the backlash you're going to receive from it.
And then to remove people who are bringing up quote unquote politics.
Yeah.
You're trying to avoid it.
But yeah, this is like my first time actually bringing book news to the group.
Ooh,
to the
it should be called Book
podcast.
Noise.
I know. Did I just come up with the new
I think you
tagline
did.
for this? Book noise.
Book noise. Yeah, this is so funny though that it's like so ridiculously relevant to us right now.
I know, and I wouldn't have even clocked it if, I guess, because of how recent her book was. It must have just come out this week, actually, because that would make sense. Because I had seen people posting like polls in their Instagram stories, like, "Oh, are you going to read this book?" knowing that it's being narrated by an anti-Semitic man.
That's crazy.
And then I was like, well, I don't know anything about this, and I have to do some research. And then I was like, oh my God, now I don't know that we should be covering this book.
So it came out March 24th. So yes, this week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's the second in
in
one of her series. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's crazy that when we say we literally had to reschedule our whole April recording, and our episodes may come out a little funky, but you'll still get your 3 episodes.
They might not be in the correct order, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm. But they're coming.
Yeah. So now I think I'm just going to go donate all my Abby Jimenez books because
I like that plan.
Not for me.
Yeah. Okay. On that same note, let's talk about more politics with extremely popular authors. Okay. So Sarah J. Maas. This is something that I didn't realize happened. And I think it's because I'm not on the side of Book Talk where Sarah J. Maas exists. And obviously this happened a while ago and then it was just resurfaced, and we'll talk about why. But so the controversy is that Sarah J. Maas posted a cover reveal of A Court of Silver Flames in September 2020. And I'm going to read the full caption because this shit is still up on her Instagram. In case you missed the reveal earlier, here's the ACOSF. Yeah, cover. I hope it's a bit of light for you guys today, given the appalling lack of justice for Breonna Taylor and a president doing his best to undermine and destroy our democracy. And while I'm truly so thrilled for you guys to read Nesta and Cassian's book in February, I also want to encourage each and every one of you to get out there and vote this November. Vote for people who will protect and nurture our democracy. Vote for people who recognize and will fight the racial injustice in this country. Vote for people who will battle climate change and pull our planet back from the brink. Vote, 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 because no election has ever been more important, and the future of this country and this world depends on you. Now, I will say, Sarah J. Maas has been very open about supporting Democratic candidates, various social issues, including Black Lives Matter movement. And I don't want to discredit that because I do believe that a large portion of her readers are probably very conservative white women. So she is alienating a lot of people, and it is a business decision to continue to speak out about her political beliefs. And so I think that's great. But this post was tasteless. It's inappropriate. It's unnecessary.
She's like using the back of someone's murder to like promote her book.
Exactly. And there were so many comments of people being like, girl, take this down, edit this post, et cetera, et cetera. And she just didn't. And the fact is, if the community that you're defending in this post, or the community that you're claiming to want protection for, aka the Black community, is offended by your post, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, you're not helping them. They don't want this.
Yes.
And so it all stems into this white feminism thing, right? Where we can glorify these famous liberal white women like Sarah J. Maas or Taylor Swift or Alex Cooper, and glorify the fact that they talk about women and empowering women and all of these things. But what are they doing for Black women? What are they doing for women of color specifically? Like, Sarah J. Maas could have made a post without her freaking book cover. It wasn't even the first post of the cover. It was like another post, like, hey, in case you guys forgot, I have a new book coming out. She could have shared a link to help Breonna Taylor's family. She could have done all of these things. She could have just made a post, go and vote, because Breonna Taylor's death has been,
Yeah.
And instead she used her platform as a business move. And it just feels icky.
It's tasteless.
Exactly. And like, it's so tone deaf. And for someone who is so outspoken about politics in the way that she is, it just seems like such a stupid move to then not see her mistake and backpedal it and apologize and take it down.
Yeah.
And so the reason this came up again recently is because on Call Her Daddy, Alex Cooper said, I think we need to address your Instagram post. And they clipped that to generate interest for the episode, basically like baiting the audience who, let's be real, like we knew that Alex Cooper would never address a racially insensitive post.
No.
Especially not current Alex Cooper, who doesn't ruffle any feathers. But it's making the whole thing into this kind of like clickbaity joke.
Yeah.
Like, haha, we know you got some, you know, backlash for stuff you did on Instagram, so let's like reference it.
Yeah.
And that's why I included Alex Cooper in that list, because she is 100% included in that like weaponizing white feminism that we see right now. And so saying like, oh, well, you know, all women should support me because I'm fighting for women, but not all women.
Yeah.
You know, what is your opinion on this? I mean, you already said totally it's tasteless. I completely agree with that.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate because I feel like, you know, I personally really like her work. I know that you it's not really necessarily for you, but so A Court of Thorns and Roses is the book that projected me back into reading realistically. And I've read that entire series. And I've read the first Crescent City, have not read Throne of Glass yet. And I have them, and I probably will still read them because I know that they're such like good books, but it just like sucks when someone's work that you truly appreciate and like, and then things like this happen. You know, it's like Hannah Montana says, everybody makes mistakes, but then like fucking rectify them.
Exactly.
It would make things, I can forgive you easier if you say, oh, you know what, that was a really tasteless post. I apologize. You know, because literally we all say things that are maybe not great. And we all do things that aren't necessarily the best. And then we have to reflect on that when we're called out on it, which I think is fair because everyone does things and they should be called out on it if they're inappropriate.
Yes. And I can see why in her mind she thought that that was an okay post to make. But at the end of the day, like if it's not for us to reach out to her and say, you shouldn't do this. It is for the Black community. And they did. And they said, this isn't cool. You're, you know, using someone's murder to promote your book. And like now
it's like, well, here's some good news. It's like, what do you
this is not this isn't good news. It's a fucking book cover.
Like, okay, maybe it's like a positive thing, but not something that can be put up against an unwarranted death.
Like, is this a thing that we like care about book covers that much? I don't know. Maybe in the fantasy world, perhaps.
No,
but
I
the
do
cover
think that
wasn't that good. You know
book cover reveals are kind of a thing.
That's so weird. I'm gonna read it,
especially
no matter what the
in
cover
like
looks like
the romance.
Okay.
And fantasy. Yeah, I think.
Okay. All right. So that's not my forte. So I get it. Okay. But yeah, I just think it is really unfortunate because by not editing it or taking it down, she is doubling down on it. And, you know, when I was looking this up on TikTok, like Black Book Talk wants nothing to fucking do with her. And
I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either. And it's like, it's so sad that she completely alienated so many people who she, you know, claims to want to protect, and it doesn't really matter to her because she is so successful and she doesn't have to worry about it, you know?
Yep.
And I hate that. And I feel like we just keep seeing more and more and more of these women kind of doubling down because they see how much support they do have and they don't care about the support they don't have.
Yeah.
So don't love that. Once again, reading is political. And I have one more piece of book noise. Okay, so we have a little update on the AI book that we discussed last month.
That's right.
Shy Girl by Mia Ballard. If you haven't listened to our last episode, what are you doing? We talked about it. Anyway, so the release in the US has been canceled and it was pulled in the UK. So this is obviously a big fucking deal because as we discussed previously, like this is a new thing to navigate, this
Yeah.
whole AI in the book space. And it's hard to navigate correctly and it's hard to prove. And from all the controversy before, like everyone was talking about this and Mia Ballard and her team never spoke out about it, which I thought was like basically admitting that you're guilty. I know that that's not right. I know it's not right, but that's how I felt. But after the release was canceled, she finally came out and said something. I guess she had had enough. So she denied using AI, but said that an acquaintance she hired to edit the book had used AI.
Okay.
She said, quote, "This controversy has changed my life in many ways and my mental health is at an all-time low and my name is ruined for something I didn't even personally do." End quote. Now, I do empathize with her, obviously, because her name is being destroyed right now and her reputation is fucked. Like, she's forever tarnished. She's not going to be able to write another book because anytime you Google her name, this shit is going to come up.
Yeah.
But you gotta take some accountability here, girl. How much did this editor change in your book for it to be noticeably impacted by AI? Like, that's more than editing, right? That's someone rewriting your book.
The math ain't mathin'.
Exactly. And there's so many people who have said that they read this and it was just like when they got to the end that they started to realize like how AI it was. So like, did she send this to some random person and pay them to finish it for her?
Maybe.
Then that's on you.
We'll probably never know.
Well, she said she can't talk about it any further because she's like trying to sue this person.
Okay.
Girl, you did it and you put your name, unless that person specifically signed a contract with you that said, I will not use AI.
Exactly.
You're fucked. Mm-hmm. I just feel like this is on you. Like, not saying, oh, you should have noticed, but you should have noticed if someone rewrote your book.
I mean, you would think.
Yeah. And then she read it and was like, wow, this is so good. Thanks. Here's your cash.
I'm going to give you no credit, but I will pay you.
Crazy. Yeah. So on this same topic, I got approved for the NetGalley copy of it, and it's still available. So I'm still going to listen to it, and I will be reporting back next month. We'll be talking about Shy Girl for the third month in a row. But I still want to listen to it because now I'm like,
now you're just intrigued.
Now I'm in. I gotta know.
Yeah.
And I got that shit for free. I'm in. Okay. Is that all we have for books? That was a lot of book stuff today.
It was.
All right. Before we move into non-book media, let's take another ad break.
If you've been a longtime listener of the pod, you know Kelsey and I are all about pop culture and the entertainment industry. And if you happen to be looking for a one-place stop to shop for officially licensed merchandise, we've got the place for you. Old Glory is the ultimate destination to shop, offering over 300,000 items for music, sports, entertainment, and pop culture fans. This family-owned superstore has provided high-quality clothing and accessories since 1969, featuring the world's most iconic bands, sports teams, fan-favorite apparel, and quirky gifts, which means there's truly something for everyone. With free standard shipping and same-day order processing, Old Glory delivers fast and reliable service with every purchase. So whether you are shopping for yourself or looking for that perfect gift, Old Glory is your one-stop shop for iconic, high-quality merch, and our lucky listeners will receive an exclusive 15% off any product with the promo code CAFPOD. So head on over to oldglory.com to begin shopping their wide range of high-quality merchandise and get that exclusive discount. Again, that's Old Glory, OLDGLORY.com, promo code CAFPOD.
You know, here at Fully Booked and Caffeinated, we love coffee, but there are so many options to choose from in the coffee game. So how can you narrow it down? Well, allow us to help. Afuera Coffee is a company that sources their specialty beans from Central and South America, and the environment is quite literally in every bean. The volcanic soil infuses each coffee bean with vibrant and unique flavors. They have a flavor for everyone based on your personal tastes. Bold espresso for me, smooth light roast for Heather, And that's not all. The best part about Afuera Coffee is the ethical sourcing and sustainable farming practices they use to give you the best coffee while still protecting Mother Earth. And there's more. 5% of all sales are donated back to charities that provide conservation efforts to the great outdoors. If you don't believe me, go to their website, afueracoffee.com, and click on the 5% pledge tab. They have some great info on how much their pledge to charity has already impacted the environment. So check out Afuera Coffee if you're looking for great tasting, vibrant coffee, and you can rest assured knowing that you're contributing not only to your own happiness, but to the environment that we so desperately need to protect. This is an exclusive discount for listeners of our show. Use our promo code to get 15% off any product at afueracoffee.com. That's AFUERA coffee.com. Use promo code CAFFPOD, CAFFPOD. Again, that's afueracoffee.com, promo code CAFFPOD for 15% off sustainable and ethically sourced coffee. And we're back. We're getting better at this, at our ads. It's only been 3 years, everyone. Thank you for sticking with us. Anywho, let's talk about what we watched in March. Why don't you start, because you did have a life-consuming
Oh yeah, I did have
show.
life-consuming new show. I finally started The Pitt, and all I'm gonna say is I get it.
Okay.
I understand why everyone is obsessed with this show. But
What's
it's
the guy's
kind of
name? The main
Noah
guy
Wiley.
What else is he in?
ER. Which there's a bit of controversy about that. So ER, I like, because of course I fucking fall down rabbit holes when it comes to TV stuff or movies. And so, which this was interesting to me, because when I think of Michael Crichton, I think of Jurassic Park, because he wrote Jurassic Park. But apparently he also created ER.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Me either. And apparently he created ER years, way before it even became a thing. And everyone was like, no one's gonna want to watch this shitty, or read this, whatever. And then he wrote ER. So then he did Jurassic Park with Steven Spielberg, and then Steven Spielberg, I guess he must have just ran his ER idea by Spielberg, and it was supposed to be a movie, but then Spielberg was like, no, this should be a TV show. And then obviously it got 15 seasons. So now I'm going to watch ER, because now I'm just obsessed with The Pitt. And apparently, so one of the creators of ER is who created The Pitt. And there was something with Michael Crichton's estate that the people who created ER agreed to never create something like it again.
Okay.
And not that I'm saying that The Pitt is ER. I can't speak on that because I've never watched ER. But apparently the estate is suing the creators of Pitt, because they're we told you couldn't do this. So I don't know.
Wow.
I did not dive further in that, but that's what I came across. But anyways, I really, really love this show. It's 15 episodes to a season. They're currently only in season 2. But what's cool about it is that every episode is an hour of the day. So it's a 15-hour work day, and you get the total 15 hours. So there's yes. So not every actor is in every single episode. So there's Dr. Abbott, who is everyone is obsessed with, and I am too. And he's also in the new Ready or Not movie, so I'm really excited. Sean, I don't know how to say his last name, but he's kind of been in things for us growing up. But so he's only in 3 to 4 episodes of season 1. Same thing with season 2, because he's the attending for the night shift, and Noah Wiley's character is the attending or the lead for the day shift.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's different doctors. So there's different doctors that are at night shift that you don't see. So anyways, it's just very, 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 very well done. The acting is superb. The storylines are amazing. They did an ICE storyline 2 weeks ago, and this was before they did this, before there was the murders. And you know, when they were going to do the ice story, they had no idea what ice was going to look like. So it's kind of insane how much that one really hit. I know a lot of people got emotional watching that because it was just like, you know, this was literally filmed a year before, and it's insane how accurate it was.
Hate that.
So very good. So, but now I told Eric, I was saying, you know, I used to always like say that I kind of wish that shows, because now it's like, and we were talking about this with the Secret Life of Mormon Lives, they put all 10 episodes out. So you're kind of blasted with all of this. And I was like, I kind of wish they would, like, we always say it would be better if it was broken up, you know, and everything, so that we're not getting it. But now I'm mad because now I have to wait a week for the Pitt episodes. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is all coming back. Because now it's like a weekly show.
Yeah, I think I'm going to wait until season 2 is fully out.
It's almost out. So like it's
good.
on.
Okay.
You could even like, well, I guess maybe don't start it if you're going to be like me and binge it. But
yeah,
because I literally binged it. The entire first
it.
season and up into episode 10 of season 2. And I binged it in like a week.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to watch it. I usually stay away from the medical shows because they give me anxiety of all the horrible things that can happen.
Yeah, but this is really good.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely going to watch it.
I highly recommend it.
I'm glad
they deal with mental health a lot. Just a lot of really cool storylines. So I highly, highly recommend it.
Okay, I love that.
And I just said I also watched Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which I'm fully caught up. I watched like all 9 episodes in like 2 days, and then I just never watched the 10th episode.
Why aren't you watching the 10th episode? Just watch it already.
Which obviously now there's the whole controversy with that, which I'm not even going to get into it because we're already at... I could go for 15 minutes about that, so we'll save that. This is why we should have like a Patreon. We should do like special episodes to deep dive these goddamn TV shows, because I could talk for so long about this. But
yeah,
obviously,
let us know if we should start a Patreon for all this stuff, because truly we could go on and on and on. I could just read our text threads about all of these TV shows.
Yeah, so obviously there is now all this controversy with Taylor and Dakota and the video getting leaked, which it was all calculated.
Of course.
You know that Dakota did this to fuck Taylor and her season of The Bachelorette. And again, it worked. Why are men so threatened by women's fame? I just don't get it.
I don't know.
Because we saw it the entire season with Jesse and Jordan.
Zach and Jen too.
Zach and Jen. Like, it's just bad. It's just so bad. So, but I feel bad that her season got pulled, but she should not have been chosen in the first place.
Yeah, I think there's obviously so many nuances to that situation and so many reasons that neither of them are right.
And it's just kind of ironic to me how it comes back full circle, because Eric has no idea about the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And he listens to Love to See It. And when they did the coverage episode about Taylor, Frankie, Paul getting chosen, Eric listened and he said to me, he was like, why are they choosing someone that was involved, that was like the perpetrator of like a domestic violence? And I was like, no, you're right, you know? And then and now look at it. Now her season's not even airing, and it's just like, so smarter decisions should have been made. I don't
feel bad for ABC for losing all this money, because they knew exactly what was happening. And even if they hadn't seen the video, they knew that a video existed.
Yes.
So like,
I don't know. You know, and it's like, obviously it sucks because Dakota's definitely not that they're both in the wrong, like 100%, because no matter what, you should never have violence be a thing, and especially in front of children. But Dakota just knows how to push Taylor's buttons, and it's just so upsetting and it's so unbelievably common that women just get stuck in these toxic relationships and they can't get out, even though people in their lives, like, because there's not one person, not one of her friends that likes Dakota, and they're consistently telling her, like, you need to stop the cycle, and she's like, I'm going to do it, and
they didn't even know the extent of it. They didn't even know how bad it was. They'd never seen this video. They didn't know how horrible, like, at the end of the day, just the fact that their children are being affected, her children are being affected, actually being hurt, and like, it's horrific, and they're in a horrible cycle. They're both horrible for each other. I know that he is not innocent, no matter what kind of videos he wants to sell.
No,
but she is I don't care what kind of toxic DV cycle they're in. She is never going to not be at fault for including her children.
No. And I think if this season proved anything, it's how slimy and calculated Dakota is.
And not attractive. What are we doing?
No.
What are we doing?
No. And then when I see pictures of Jordan, I'm like, his eyes are so close together and it freaks me the fuck out.
And his head is shaped weird.
And his hair plugs this season.
His hair plugs are bad. God, I hate all these men. And then Zach, I just want to punch him so fucking hard in his face.
It's like, I never thought that out of all the men, I'd like Connor the best. Didn't see that one coming.
Connor.
Didn't see that
in
one
episode
coming.
10, where he started
when
going
he,
the fuck off.
Oh my God. When he was like,
I'm
saying
gonna
what we're
kill him.
saying,
I'm gonna beat his ass.
He said the same thing. He was like, why are men so threatened? And I'm just like,
literally was like,
oh my God.
Connor, I would die for you. Even if he is on Tinder and or closeted. I don't care.
And he's a magician now. Love that for him.
He's a magician. Love that for him. Love that.
He's like, yes, I will live off my wife's coattails. I will be a stay-at-home father.
Find a hobby.
He's like, okay. Because that whole conversation.
Like, you're neglecting me. You're not being a good wife.
I can't.
Yeah, okay. We need to move on because Jesus Christ. Okay. Everyone knows. Everyone is watching Secret Lives. Everyone knows.
And then I've watched the new season of Bridgerton, which was very, very good. Still not my favorite, but very close to it.
Okay.
Nothing can just... Listen, I just love Jonathan Bailey so much. And the sexual tension between those two in season 2, just I can't... This didn't beat it for me. But it was very, very good. Okay. And they announced that the 5th season is going to be Francesca and Michaela. So we got a little sapphic love story coming. So I'm very, very excited about that. And I can't wait to see all the people that are going to be up in arms because obviously when the books were written, Michaela was Michael.
It was okay.
She did not write a lesbian love story. Shonda Rhimes and the creators of Bridgerton were like, you know what? We're going to make Michael a dude
make this
or
gay.
A girl. Yeah. So everyone was kind of hoping for Eloise, but I think that one more season is fine because I love her character and I'm not judging from how her character arc has been. I wouldn't feel comfortable seeing her jump into a relationship yet. So I think one more season is perfect to set her up.
Okay.
But yes, it was very good.
Good. I love that.
I love Benedict Bridgerton, my little bisexual man.
We love a bisexual, especially on this podcast.
Yeah. And then obviously Survivor.
Yes. Survivor 50, where Jeff is out here making a goddamn fool of himself.
Impersonations. He's on one this season.
What else? He was rapping, and then what did he do the week after? He was singing.
I don't. Oh yeah, he sang. Yeah,
he's got to stop. I mean, he doesn't have to stop. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He's the showrunner. But
yeah,
sir, it's enough. Other reality I'm watching. Summer House and Southern Hospitality are my Bravo shows right now. Both of those are on, and God, Summer House is so fucking good. Southern Hospitality is also criminally underrated. This is like Vanderpump Rules, but like. No, it is like Vanderpump Rules. It's so good. And then also House of Villains, which is so fucking good. Like, there's an episode where Tyson makes out with New York.
Oh, I love it.
It's so good. Tom Sandoval is like the star of this show, but he's so stupid. And like, the good thing about House of Villains is that the producers are in on the joke. They're just like making fun of everyone. So like they're roasting Tom Sandoval at every opportunity. Tyson is scared of Kate from Below Deck. She's really mean to him.
Love that.
And he's like, I'm going to go to sleep so she can't be mean to me anymore.
Wait, I love that someone is that because I feel like nobody can put Tyson in like that. So that's hilarious. I have to watch it. I do have to watch it.
Kate is just a savage. And it's good because like, you know, a lot of people from this season because they had like Johnny and Ashley, Paul from Big Brother. It's such a good fucking show. And I think there's like 7 episodes out so far. I think I watched 7 today. And then scripted, I watched The Burbs on Peacock.
Oh, how was that?
It was really cute. It was really good. It's like a little murder mystery with Keke Palmer. I watched it because I kept seeing so many fucking ads when we were watching Traitors.
I know.
So that's why I'm like, I know Heather knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cute. I liked it. I think it was like 8 episodes, so it wasn't too bad. And they'll definitely have another season. And then I watched a documentary because I need to get in one a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched Inside the Manosphere on Netflix. I knew it was going to upset me,
Mm-hmm.
and I hit play anyway. I was like, wow, I need to relax. Play?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I do that? You ask. Don't know. It was so fucking upsetting seeing what these men say on their podcasts with their 20 million followers and talking about like raping women and how their huge fan base is 14-year-olds to 16-year-olds. And they're interviewing men on the streets who are like, yeah, this guy's my idol. I look up to him. He's teaching us how to be men. Because like women don't have to try so hard because they just like lead with their beauty, and men have to earn respect. They have to earn. And then the part that I didn't know about was that apparently in the manosphere, they hate the fucking Jews.
That's crazy.
I did not know this. Like they blame everything on the Jews. They're like, who said that women could have rights? The Jews. Women shouldn't be able to vote. It's the Jews. And I'm like, what? There's like videos of them screaming, fuck the Jews.
Okay.
And I'm like, I get how the whole red pill thing is just like, just off the walls. But why are we bringing Jewish people into it?
Wow.
I don't know. It was something that I didn't know, and now I have to look way farther into this because I'm so fascinated how every fucking thing just comes back to Jewish people. And like, we didn't do anything. Like, what the fuck? Why does everything come back to the Jews? Why is like Kanye over here screaming like, fuck all the Jews? And it's like, what? Why?
I can't.
I just don't get it. Even without all of this like Israel Zionist, political nonsense. It's like these 23-year-old millionaires are talking about rape women and fuck the Jews. And everyone's just like, oh my God, cool. Have you seen their podcast show?
Oh my God.
I fucking hate it. I hate it. It's
I like
so
want to
dark.
watch it, but like I don't know that I'm mentally able to.
I know, but you have to. It's only an hour and a half.
I feel like I want to watch it with Eric.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be good. Yeah, there were a couple, because like I know a little bit about it, obviously, but I try to stay away from it because like I don't know who these main fucking influencers are. Like I don't know. And I've got to know all these extra people that now I have to be afraid of. And I'm like, what?
So it's so funny because speaking of Eric, I was watching the Pitt one night, and you know those like videos you see on TikTok of like everyone's husbands like watching the show, but like they're in the kitchen and they're like watching, and then like they
like, do you want to watch this? And they're like, no,
and I
no,
literally
no.
said to him, I was like, do you want to watch the show with me? And he was like, oh no. And I was like, you sure? He's like, yeah. And then I like watched a little bit more. I look around, he's still like I'm like, you are literally the epitome of these videos that I see all the time. He's just whatever.
Like, just sit on the couch. Just make yourself comfortable. That's so funny.
He's like, no, I don't want to watch it. I was like, okay.
Meanwhile, he saw half the season at least.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, any other TV movies?
No.
Okay, how about podcasts?
I really liked Hilary Duff's episode on Call Her Daddy. It was just like really refreshing, and it's really cool like hearing from her because obviously we grew up with her, like she was part of our generation with Lizzie McGuire and stuff like that. So I'm kind of happy that she's had this trajectory, and like was her album like the greatest pop album of all time? No, but did I love it? Yeah. And I'm proud of her for putting it out, like, because she wrote it with her husband, and I think that that's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do love her, and I love following her on socials.
And
so
she was
funny.
just on Hot Ones, and I saw like some clips of it, and oh my god, she was so good. I'm like, I miss her. Like, I truly miss Hilary Duff. Like, I would love to see her in something now as she's older, because I feel like she's us.
I feel like I have to try and rewatch Younger, because I started it and I just couldn't really get into it.
I never finished it, but I did like it. I think I watched like 3 seasons of it.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a pretty good chunk. Maybe I'll go back and revisit that. Okay. I am so excited to tell you about my new favorite podcast, possibly of all time, besides our podcast, of course. And I was going to text you about it. And then I'm like, no, I need to save it. It's called My Dad Wrote a Porno.
Oh.
It's so fucking good. It's like, well, first of all, I got the recommendation from Kate, Allison's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And so now we have a group chat after I started listening to it. And I'm like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So basically it's this guy and his 2 friends. So there's 2 guys and a girl, and they're British. And the one guy, his dad, wrote a porno. And so they're reading the porno chapter by chapter.
Oh my god.
And like every chapter is a new episode, and the porn is bad. Like, it's so poorly written and so funny. And so they read a really short chapter, and it's a 30-minute episode, because they have to stop after every sentence. And like,
I have to add that.
It's so bad that I was listening while I was grocery shopping, and I was laughing out loud, like in the produce. Okay. Like, it's not safe to listen to out in the wild.
Okay.
It's so good. And now there's like a shit ton of seasons, because he kept writing sequels, the dad, because of how big it was getting. And it started a while ago. I think it's from like 2021 or something.
I could see that. I can guarantee you that Eric probably listened to this.
Probably.
Because he listens to so many British podcasts.
It's so unbelievably funny. I love it so much. I won, and now I just started on season 2. So seriously, if you need something to make you happy after all this dark shit, listen to My Dad Wrote a Porno. The main character is Belinda, and the book is called Belinda Blinked. It's so funny. And they have like little bonus episodes where they like do like listener questions and stuff. So it's fun.
Great. All right.
All right. Any other things you want to call out?
No.
We talked about a lot.
Although the trailer for The Devil Wears Prada 2 looks so good, and I loved the New Jersey shout out.
It looks so good, and why do they look exactly the same?
I know.
Exactly the same.
So I'm excited for that.
I saw this interview where they were talking to Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway. I think they were talking about the first movie, and like they told Anne Hathaway that she needed to lose weight. And they asked Meryl Streep, like, did they tell you the same thing? And she's like, they wouldn't dare say that to me. And I'm like, God damn right.
No,
have
I love
the
her.
Type of reputation that they would never think to
they
say
would
that shit
never
to you.
Talk down to me.
Yeah, I love her. All right. Well, that's all we have for you this month. If you like what you heard, please make sure to follow, subscribe, and rate and review the podcast on whatever platform you're listening on. If you have any book recommendations or questions for us, you can email us at fullybookedcalfpod@gmail.com. Also, go and follow us on our socials to see our upcoming reads. We're on Instagram and TikTok at fullybookedcalfpod. Thanks for checking us out, and remember,
if you need us, we're fully booked.
Bye.
Bye.